Alright, I'm back with another Diablo 4 video. Well, I've kind of been posting my overall review thoughts about Season of the Malignant so far. I kind of wanted to just focus on what I've literally been playing, who I've been playing as, what I've been doing, and that would be my Necromancer. And as you may have heard when I was talking about this previously, I did a Necromancer for my review build, which I beat the campaign, I got to the end game a little bit, and then they deleted my character because it was on a review build, and they'll not carry over to the final game. I mostly did a minion build there. I started with a minion build this time around, and then I got Deathless Visions to drop, which is a Bone Spear unique that caused me to switch my entire build to Bone Spear. As you may know, Bone Spear recently got nerfed in the giant slate of nerfs in the Apocalypse patch that they have walked back to some extent and had a whole campfire chat about why it was bad. Turns out it's still pretty good. So Bone Spear did not necessarily have one of those like really bugged interactions like Ice Shards or Shred that was doing just crazy damage. Like it had an interaction of things that made it incredibly good, but it wasn't like straight out bugged. So it did get nerfed, certainly, and is not quite what it once was, and yet I still find it very strong. I really had a good time with it, and this does benefit from the heart system quite a bit in a number of different ways. As before, minions were just starting to fall off, and I didn't really love it's such a passive play style. I'm not the biggest fan of it because you can't really control what your minions are doing, and the AI in the minions is not the best. And there were some minion buffs in the last patch, but it was still a bit of a struggle. This time with Bone Spear, it's different. So this is based on my favorite content creator for Diablo, Nick2. Where he had a Bone Spear build. This is actually like the post-nerf build. He just did this, so I am working my way toward it. As you can see, I'm still just in the Sacred category here. I just got to World Tier 4 like an hour ago, and I have not found really many replacements yet for anything, or really any. But so I'm going to have to re-earn pretty much all of this stuff. The core, I'm not going to go like through literally everything, but one problem is like this is a little glass cannon-y, so you need some things like even the nerfed version of the Disobedience, where you stack armor. Basic skills grant damage reduction, and Necromancer has terrible movement speed, as I recall. So you have movement speed on the boots, movement speed on crit, movement speed on the amulet, and then okay, now we're getting at least a little bit okay in terms of move speed. The core skills here, this is the Ossified Essence key also increases critical damage of your bone skills by 1%, above 50 up to 72%. That is handy when your essence is 140, and it's going to still get higher from there because I'm not doing it. This is the other big one. Your amulet and your two-hand are always the biggest ones because it almost doubles it or 1.5s it. This is the Corpse Tendril one. So when you cast Corpse Tendril, you gain increased critical strike chance for 6 seconds, and then you deal bonus critical strike damage to enemies damaged by Corpse Tendrils. So this combines with this. So this is the Vicious Heart, the Vicious Heart for Corpse skill. So every time you walk by a corpse, every second you can detonate Corpse Explosion. Every 3 seconds you can deploy Corpse Tendrils, and it does not activate your Corpse Tendril cooldown. So for any Necro build, this is essentially a must because essentially everything is going to use a Corpse skill. This just automatically creates explosions or pools around you with Corpse Explosion, and it will trigger this for just constant increased strike chance, increased strike damage on things that are damaged, because you can essentially cast 2 Corpse Tendrils at a time. Just incredibly good here. My Brutal Heart here is kind of nothing. It's not really anything super good right now. I'm trying to figure out what the best thing to put in here is. I liked this amulet, but I didn't really like the Brutal Heart slot. So this is one where if you do Blood Mist, you kind of explode with a bunch of damage that can nuke enemies, which is fun. There's probably a better one to put in there. This one, you gain 68% increased critical strike damage, but your non-critical strikes deal 34% less damage. So the 68% is additive, but it does at least somewhat offset some of the nerfs to critical strike here. And it is allowing me to do very big damage on this build. And I really have enjoyed using this so far. This also is the one that makes it vulnerable. I am working my way through the Paragon board. Got this legendary nodes. Hitting enemies with bone skills increases your damage by 1% and max essence. Getting all these, strike chance with bone skills, max essence, essence on kill, critical strike damage with bone skills, the just increased critical strike damage in general, so that's 25% right there. And I'm still pretty early on here, as you can see. I'm only level 62. But that is my current path here. Skill tree is pretty standard. You're putting everything in Bone Spear. This is bugged right now, this imperfectly balancing. You can't put more than 1 point in it, which is very weird. But I have 8 ranks at Bone Spear. We have Reap for generating a corpse automatically. And it's just a very fun build. I guess I will just... Nope, what am I looking for? I don't know what my max is for these. I guess I'll try... How is this gonna go? Alright, well, I've never done a 21, but the lower ones are pretty easy so far. I've been working my way through trying to get full Renown on all the sections. I am at 4 out of 5 right now. So I'm getting those extra Paragon points. I don't love having to redo the Renown and just run, spam run blue quests. It's a little exhausting to redo those and just skip through all the dialogue, and I don't know. I don't really see how that's terribly fun to redo stuff like that. Going around and walking around all the waypoints, that was fine, and I'm glad we don't have to do the Altars of Lilith statues again. But yeah, some other things I'm not the biggest fan of. Okay, so slay all enemies in here. Okay, so I'm still doing good damage, even as I'm assuming the correct level for this right now is somewhere between 20 and 25. Again, I still only have all sacred gear, and so I'm not anywhere close to the full build, because I essentially have to redo the whole build now with ancestral gear, which is, as anyone who's gone through the world tier knows, is kind of how it works. But I'm only level 60 and I'm clearing level 75 enemies pretty easily. The one place this build has struggled has been single target boss damage, at least in terms of essence generation. So if you weren't doing enough damage at baseline, it was very hard to do any sort of sustained damage to bosses that are not spawning minions around them, because you are really reliant on crowd controlling enemies or hitting enemies with Iron Maiden for getting more essence and things like that. And without that, it was a struggle. But what I figured out is if you can just stack enough damage, if you get all of your skills you need and your Paragon points in the right place early on here. Oh god, no. Cold guys, I forgot everyone is cold affix. But I will just stand over here and do that. The solution was just getting a ton of damage. So I steamrolled the World Tier 3. I had struggled with the World Tier 3. Nope, no thank you. The World Tier 3 Echo of Varshan, which is the seasonal boss. He was really hard, and then I just leveled up a bit, and then I just instantly burst him down. The same went for Elias, as you may recall from my old content. I had a ton of trouble with Elias on my Barbarian. I had to totally respec my build. I had to get up to level 67 or something to kill Elias with a face tank build. And that was still using my own custom stun deathblow build at that time, but it was a challenge. Here, I just totally steamrolled him. I was doing shocking amounts of damage to him, and yes, I was taking a lot of damage too. No thank you. These guys stun you if they hit you once, so I really don't want to be caught in the middle of that. So I just completely rolled over him at level 61. And it's still a very strong build, and obviously, no, I don't want to do an event. No, no, thank you. The events in these are always very annoying. Okay, I did need to grab that key though. Now I'm getting out of here. So this seems very good to me right now. I don't know how much I'm being helped by those hearts. Those hearts seem, at least two of them that I have right now, seem very, very good. And like, nope. Okay, gotta kill this guy. Oh yeah, the frickin' suppressor guys are pretty annoying now because I have a distance focus build, but I can still get up close to them. Like I'm not that glass cannony yet. Like these are still really low nightmare dungeons in the grand scheme of things, even if they are 15 levels above me. But as you can see, this is certainly still a viable build, at least at this point in the game, despite the nerfs. So right now I am just focused on continuing to level. I know there are some special hearts in... no, cold guys. Special hearts in World Tier 4 that cannot drop anywhere else. As I've said before, I think the heart farming system here is kind of weird and annoying. Like the act of just getting hearts, like killing the guy and having the heart respawn. When the heart spawns in my little dead pools, I can never see it. Like it's so hard to see. And then you click it, and then the guy respawns, and you kill him again. And like, I guess you could do the little dungeons to kind of target farm the hearts, except I don't know what like the ends one is. Does it say somewhere, or you just have to like remember which one at the end it is? Like, I don't really understand how that works. But I've kind of just been getting random hearts and then salvaging the ones that have like the lower stats. As you level up more, they'll get higher stats because there's like different ranks of hearts. I probably should have the Decrepify Aura one back on, but I don't have the slot for that right now. Or maybe I do, I just don't have a good one for it yet. And so that's, you know, it's kind of an odd system. And, you know, you get the 3 ones you like, and then you use those for an extremely long time. And that's sort of the end of it. The story quest, I'm getting back into like review mode here, but like the story quest was very short. And now I'm just sort of leveling my Necro, and I guess it's faster than leveling it would be otherwise because, no, that's a terrifying looking cluster of things. I don't know where the blue guy is. I'm gonna have to blitz my way through here with pure damage. As you can see, I'm even shredding the increased health. This build is still very fun. I still recommend this quite a bit. Here's the blue guy. Or is this purple? I'm colorblind, so you guys can tell me. I don't think this is going to be one that even has a boss at the end. I think if I just kill these skeletal constructs, that's like enough to get the final thing here. So yeah, this is just like normal leveling now. I'm leveling my glyphs. I'm working my way through the Paragon board. Can I pause this for a second? I am at level 83 in the season pass. Yes, I skipped 20 levels because of the free whatever it's called that you get, free accelerated pass that I accidentally clicked on and it activated it. But even that, like, it's been a week and I'm, level 80. If I didn't have that, I'd be level 60. It's pretty fast progression here. I think most people would probably get through the whole battle pass by, I would say, somewhere between level 70 and level 75 is my guess, which is, decently far, but it's not like insane, certainly. But they said, you definitely don't have to be like level 100. Oh no, my health potion is disabled. Yeah, I'm getting hit a little hard here for some of these guys now, but nothing too dangerous. They said you wouldn't have to be level 100 to clear the battle pass, and that is absolutely true. Like, you would, even if you're I'm not doing all the challenges yet. I have a good amount of these done. I'm missing some. Probably not going to get to level 100. Probably not going to kill Uber Lilith, but I'm doing most of the objectives by default here. So, it's just now there's 3 months left of the season still, essentially. But this is the whole, Joe Piaport thing where he said, you can take a break, you can play it at your own pace and whatever, and there's no real reason to speedrun this, given all of the time you have. Like, the game itself has only been out for, a month and a half, and I have, like, a level 90-something and a level 80-something other character. Oh, where's that? They're gonna nerf corpse bows soon because they just do too much damage. Is there a corpse bow up there, or did I get killed by something else? I don't know what killed me there. Needless to say, I think I'm still gonna be okay in this dungeon, but where did I die? I died over there. I want to go see what killed me. It was a corpse bow, that makes sense. If it wasn't a corpse bow, that's probably my fault. I think there was a corpse bow there, but it died maybe after I died. So I don't know. Anyway, I just got revenge on those guys. So have not seen any heart guys in here. They appear really randomly. Like they are. You do see them in Nightmare Dungeons a good amount. I don't. Oh wait, there is a boss here. There's a door. What am I missing? Oh, there's one down here. Okay. You don't really see them in the world that much. I keep going by all these like malignant growths and like killing them, and then nothing, like no guys come out, which is kind of weird. But all right, this is gonna spawn a bunch of stuff, right? Boop boop boop. Shards. There's an elite. Okay. If you don't crit, you do essentially 0 damage. But you get your crit chance up so much with all this other stuff, you're really going to. Like, I can lose a boss fight if I just miss all my crits and then I have no essence, and like then I'm just kind of screwed. But thankfully that doesn't happen often, and you do enough damage where you really only have to hit a few crits and you'll kill them. But again, this is probably 5 levels above what I've done before in terms of damage, so we'll see how this goes. And that's, yeah, okay, so I got pretty far. Then I'll start. You didn't even get hit by my corpse tendrils, so that was like more damage. So yeah, so that did about half his life. There are guys here I can get essence from, and yeah, no problem. But so yeah, so that is the nerfed corpse build, which as you can see is still pretty dang good. Again, I'm pretty low levels, but this is still a fully sacred build, not ancestral whatsoever. So yeah, do recommend it. And yep, this has been what I'm working on. And are any of these good drops? Max life, damage, 691, not great. Bone Spear, great. Blood Surge, not great. Okay, I hate when it's like 3 different skills that you don't use. Attack Speed and Bone Spear, very good, but I don't want those other 2. Sacred, not good. I need to keep this helmet, I think. Not a good one anyway. Rings, vulnerable damage, good. Critical strike chance, good. Damage to injured enemies, maybe. And then I can reroll shadow damage. I don't know. There's worse ones. Usually I do like 2 rounds of ancestrals. Like I do one just to get an ancestral on with like okay ones, and then I'll try to go for like high item power, perfect stat ones later. Ancestral Rear Dagger, not going to be using this because I need a 2-hander. This ring, injured, distance, strike damage with bone skills. You know, again, this one's not bad either. So, I'll keep that one. Sacred, no. Bad aspect. Blood Wave, which I'm not using. Not a good roll on that either. Sacred. Okay, so that's my loot sorting. And now I got to go salvage a bunch of stuff. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.